Well, a tough day in court for the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. No let-up here by the Delhi High Court, no relief. The Delhi High Court holding that his arrest is illegal, his remand is legal, no cases made out, and his application, which had challenged the arrest by the Enforcement Directorate, being quashed, being rejected, being dismissed by the Delhi High Court. Now, let's dive into the details, the specifics of the order. The High Court order was pronounced only shortly, moments back in the courtroom. The Delhi High Court order very clearly held that it is not for the court to dive into political considerations. The court will only confine itself to constitutional morality, to purposes of legality, will not be diving into either considerations of its own or other considerations of the parties in question. In fact, the Delhi High Court clarifying that this should not be seen as a dispute between centre versus Delhi, but rather it's a dispute between an investigating agency, the Enforcement Directorate on one hand, and an alleged accused on the other. Next question. The Delhi High Court dwells on the question of whether or not there is something wrong with the ED's arrest timing. Now, that was one of the arguments that Kejriwal had raised, that this timing of the arrest is done so as to skew a level playing field to affect the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. That argument was struck down by the High Court. The High Court very clearly held that this argument would not have been available to him had he been picked up, had he been arrested in October of 2023, and that any delay caused is on account of him not complying with those ED summons and not because of the Enforcement Directorate. Number two, the question of the statements being given by witnesses and approvers. Various statements that have been issued, the credibility of those have been challenged by Arvind Kejriwal as a part of this application here. That is something that the High Court did not look very kindly on. The High Court ruled as a part of its order that these statements are not recorded by the Enforcement Directorate, but rather are recorded before a magistrate, and then to raise questions about the credibility of these statements would be to cast aspersions on the entire judicial process. So that's the long and short of the judgment coming in today. Arvind Kejriwal is likely to challenge this order, challenging his arrest before, from the action here, shifts from the Delhi High Court to the Apex Court.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC-TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.